I chose to volunteer with the American Red Cross because I can't imagine doing anything else with my time. There comes a point where when you're passionate about something, you just have to do it. And there is just a calling on your life that if you don't do it, you will feel like you are not giving of your whole self.
As a volunteer in service to the armed forces, I get to help those family members who are separated from their service members. When family members have emergency news, whether it's a death or an illness or an announcement of a birth, the Red Cross is there to deliver that message to the service members abroad and stateside.
My son Hatcher was born with Down syndrome here in Nashville, and when he was 4 months old, we were on vacation. He came down with a cold and a fever and a rash. At that point, I knew something was wrong, and I took him to a local hospital, and he was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. He was life-flighted back to Nashville to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, where we underwent chemotherapy for 9 months for 35 days at a time.
I can't imagine sitting on my sofa and watching the news tell all these horror stories. I'd be missing the glimpses of humanity. I would be missing the neighbor helping their neighbor. I'd be missing those like myself, letting them know that there's someone standing there beside them, that there's someone that will walk this road with them.
So when we do get a phone call and I've asked the family member, has the service member, have you heard from them? And they tell me that the service member is on a flight, I am ecstatic because I'm so happy that they get to come home to see a loved one laid to rest, or say a final goodbye, or to hold that baby in their arms.
He's now in remission and has been for 4 years. He has since been diagnosed with autism, but is doing really good at his school High Hopes down in Franklin, Tennessee. Hatcher has been a huge blessing to my family and myself. If it hadn't been for the blood donation and the platelets donation, he wouldn't be here for me to live today. It's a mission of mine to go out and tell his story because he can't talk right now, but he will get there one day. He would say thank you. He would say thank you for donating blood and for donating platelets so that he can be alive and well and healthy and just a normal 5-year-old little boy right now.
When I deployed to Moore, Oklahoma for the tornado that had struck there last May, I went as what we would call an ERV driver, an emergency response vehicle driver. It's like a big, boxy, oversized ambulance vehicle, and it's a food truck. But when I went there, I worked out of a kitchen that was sitting on the parking lot of a Baptist church. They actually hosted the funeral service for one of the children that had passed away in the tornado. And when the parents came out in the funeral procession line, the kitchen manager had all of the ERVs line up along the processional line, facing this when the parents would come through, and had all the ERV drivers stand out in front of each vehicle to show our support to the family as the American Red Cross. And when the parents drove by in their vehicle and they saw us, they made a heart shape with their hands to us. These parents had just lost their child, and they were doing this to us as the American Red Cross. And as a volunteer, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your hands and feet to this family during what has got to be a parent's worst nightmare. And so, as American Red Cross volunteer, I would like to extend this heartfelt thanks from this family to you.
Thank you very much.